Quick, man, fix my hair.
Board games, it's what I'm talking about in some manner. Board games. I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing. And over there, for all of ya, it is the person with the pseudonym of DutchYoda. Although we've established that Dutch is like really called Nederlander internally. So I suggest that we call them Nederlander Yoda if you're going to listen to me. And I think that Dutch should be called Nederlandish. And let's reclaim the English language. I know it's an uphill battle, but I think that together we can do it and make the English language a bit more logical.
Yeah, that sounds normal, because the English language, as far as I have learned, the English language was made to be as easy, as logical as possible.
Nothing was really invented unless you're talking about Korean written script, which was kind of all generated by someone. But anyway, we're not here just to talk about the Netherlandish or Dutch and English or whatever you want to call it. We're also here to talk about board games and mentorship. It's what we're talking about. Board games and mentorship. I'm not gonna shout. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. This is episode 325 of Busy Beats and Board Game Blender. I'm going to be streaming for the next 75 days at 10 a.m. UK time. So, you know, I've got the plan that after episode 400, I'm going to take a wee break. It's all in my calendar. And then today we're mentoring DutchYoda, and we're trying to help Yoda make lovely games, offering guidance as best I can. So we will see how that goes. Can you give us... Let's talk about... Yeah, it fits in perfectly. I was going to say, can you catch us up before we get into the main thing? But why not chuck it into the main section of recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. So let's start off with a bit about you. How has your game been progressing? What are we going to talk about? Then I'll talk a wee bit and then we'll have a conversation. That's how conversations work. You talk, I talk.
Wow, seriously? Not having a monologue.
No.
Well, past weekend, I streamed my own game, as well in the Dutch stream as in the English stream. Had people play along. I created a new sheet for that. That's sheet number D. That's not in the playtest sheet document. So, but basically, it's just the track from C and the other track from B combined. So, I was just trying to figure out if I could do something, have double-sided boards, so you can switch them around and play with that, and have a little bit of variability like that. And it seems to work. Yeah, the score will differ because the combination will make your score higher or lower. So that's one thing. So I got some nice feedback. Not everybody played along because I'm usually on a time that people are trying to eat.
Yeah, and when you're streaming, there's always going to be some people who are like, hey, I want to watch, I'm wanting to have some time, but not necessarily play. And a quick hello to Alex. It is lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, tell us more about this stream. I actually saw it, and then I skimmed through very, very quickly, and I saw that people seem to be quite positive about it generally, like the few people who...
Yeah, they do like the storage system, so storing that second suit and getting it later and creating combos that way. They really like that. I got one feedback which I really liked, which I haven't worked on yet, but somebody said maybe have some end goals. So random end goals, for example, reach all the bottom ones, for example, or reach the end of a certain track over here and get some points at the end. So give you a different target during the game. So I'm thinking about playtesting that soon. I have to figure out the goals and how many points they should have been worth, because you need to balance it out. Because if it's only 5 points, it's probably not worth it to do it. So I have to figure that one out.
I mean, there's definitely, seems to be at the point where you could have infinite design space. You're still trying to work out exactly what you're making. And you were talking to me about, a possible theme. And that feels like what we can talk a bit more like about, okay, this possible end goals. This ties into one of my recent highlights, which was this morning. I was walking around. Okay, this is kind of wild but this is the first time in 2022 that I have been to the post office. So normally when I'm in London, I'm no longer selling Wibble ++ physically, now known as the L deck. I'm not selling Kitty Cataclysm, but I used to go to the post office maybe every few weeks. Hallo, ik zei het. Goedemorgen. How do you say that?
Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Yep.
Goedemorgen. And anyway, I just want to take a wee tangent to talk about going to the post office, because I went to send some books to someone who might or might not be watching this stream. I don't think they are currently, which narrows it down probably not that much at all. But what sort of language is this? What sort of language? Wow. Let's have... Man. But anyway, I went to the post office. I was sending some big programming books to someone who had said, hey, these are some books I'm getting rid of. I just want them to be passed on to someone. I sent it to someone within the UK. It wasn't quite as expensive. But going there, it was so emotional, because I realized that was actually just having that back and forth about how they could find me a slightly better deal by going through Parcel Force. And it ended up being £17 rather than £29, which I thought it was going to be, which is great. So an extra £12. Hey. And it feels like, and then they were just being so lovely, and it was so emotional, because that was probably the most interaction I've had this year, face-to-face with someone outside of my family. And so it was like, wow. And then I was, literally just a bit tearful, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, so that's my tangents. Now back to the thing of board game design. I was walking around, I was listening before I actually saw this person, and then afterwards I had a wee walk around with my wee receipts and the parcel tracker code thingy, listening to the podcast Fun Problems by Peter Hayward and AJ. They're both working for that Jelly Bean Games. It's quite a nice podcast. Anyway, so they were talking about this concept of design space, and I think it's I assume that you're talking about, I agree with that. And the podcast before the last one, so it's not necessarily the penultimate one, just currently they've got one about design space and I had some points about it, but I just wanted to recommend it. I think, this is why I thought of it, because when you've got all these end game objectives, could you make that sort of an in-the-box expansion? That's what I was thinking, and I wanted to attribute Peter C. Hayward with that thought in my head, because I was directly inspired by that. And so could you potentially have these things that tie into the main game in a way? Alternatively, could these be things like you get to the end and then you have like 2 circles rather than just 1? Could the circles be circles like right at the bottom? They count as 2 circles. And maybe that ties into the main goal so intrinsically, because, as Alex it depends how closely the end goal or the optional goal aligns with the main strategy of the game, because you want it to be an alternative thing, but you don't want it to be too divergent.
True.
And yeah, all the feels from Xate there as well. Actually having a bit of back and forth rather than just being at I'm buying this thing, thank you, and that's it. Sorry. But yeah, do you have any other? And so today we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the end goals. We'll talk about the theming. And is there any other potentially non making lovely suits stuff that you want to talk about in terms of recent highlights?
Yeah, last week I had my first softball practice. So that was also interacting with people that are not family. So that was awesome. They are having practice right now, but yeah, I had previous engagements, so I'm not there. So yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, my muscles really hurt the next day because I'm way out of shape.
It sounds good. I mean, as long as you're not injuring yourself, pushing yourself a wee bit seems like a good thing.
Yeah.
And have you played any games recently? I played a game of My City. It's like still the Eternal version, where I don't know how many times we played that now, but I got to score of 39, which I was quite happy with. That's my best score so far that I've managed to get. And then everyone else played some rummy, whilst I sort of declined to play, to be honest. But
I played this one.
Oh, ganz schon clever. Oh no, wait. Clever trotz de Dreitemacht.
Yeah.
Clever for the third time.
Yeah, it's called Clever Cubic or something in English, or it will be called something like that. Because 1, 2, 3 is a cubic thing. So, yeah.
And Xate is making me realize that apparently there is maybe clever cubed rather than just multiplication. It's actually cubed.
Yeah, it's cubed. Yeah, it's clever cubed.
But if anyone else wants to share any of their own recent highlights, then feel free. And if you're in the chat, if you want to start up your questionably quick questions, then wait for the questionably quick questions. It's here. Ooh. So, what time is it? Where are you?
I'm still in Lelystad in the Netherlands, and it's almost 11:15.
So you're not planning to have any big moves anytime soon?
Nope.
What is the next convention that you think you might go to?
I hope Essen. That would probably be the first one. During the summer, there are not many conventions yet. I'm scheduled to be vaccinated somewhere mid or end June, so that will take some time. So Essen would be probably the first one if the rules allow it, and otherwise it would be Spellenspectakel, which is 2 weeks after Essen.
Well, fingers crossed. And hello, Frank. It is lovely to have you join us. And we are just in the questionably quick questions section before we chat to Dick Rensema, also known as DutchYoda. Am I pronouncing your real name correctly, by the way?
Yep.
And because Rensema, and then we're going to chat about theming and whatnot. So, these are getting weirder and weirder. What is the flavor of your favorite emotion?
Sweet banana.
Oh, now I guess people are feel free to guess what that is, what emotions that might be. Okay,
I'm not saying that was not the question. So,
gross. What's gross about sweet banana?
Yeah, I love sweet banana with a little bit of ice cream, whipped cream, and it's nice. I love it. Maybe a little bit of caramel or chocolate. Now I'm hungry.
Maybe someone doesn't like bananas. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the best way to rinse Emma? Okay, because it's a pun on your surname.
Yeah, I got that. Don't let Emma read this.
Are you declining to answer?
I have to think what rinse meant because my English isn't hot.
I would say using water. Using water is the best way to rinse anything. If you're going to rinse anything, just use water. Don't be using fancy liquids.
Yeah, the best way to rinse Emma is to make her take a shower.
Okay, there we go. Did the parrots allow that question?
I don't know. Just ask her.
Hello, Ian. It says lovely to see you. And yep, tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you're thinking. Okay. Whilst people are no doubt thinking of the next crazy question that's going to come up, I'm going to ask you, what are the themes that you are considering for this game?
Oh, I don't have the list ready, but the one that I was considering is something electronic, circuit board or something like that. So moving electric pulses around. We didn't discuss that 2 weeks ago, but that popped into my head and I liked it. Doing something with gathering people, having parties, play games, that sort of stuff. And there was something biological. I don't recall what exactly. I think it was planting flowers or herbs or something in that order.
Yeah, we had a few of those sorts of ideas. And okay, I'm going to say in 1 minute, I'm going to close the questionably quick questions down, so get them in quickly. How many marshmallows could you fit in your mouth at one time while explaining the rules to clever cubes?
So does that mean that I still need to be clear enough so you can understand the rules? Or just
I think
I can
that's
talk,
what
and
it
if
means.
you don't understand me,
like you can repeat yourself. But maybe you can use a bit of mime. Could you explain clever cubes using mime?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how. I don't know even how many I can fit in my mouth without doing anything. I haven't tried that in ages. I tried it last time I was a little child, and I could
Okay, give us an
12 or
estimate.
15. 12
How
or
many
15.
do you reckon? 12 or 15, okay. That sounds pretty impressive. How many bananas
I know
make
I can
one?
fit at least 20 in my mouth, but then I cannot speak. So how many bananas make a bunch? I would say at least 3.
And the reference is the fact that you once saw 2 bananas together and you did not feel that they were a bunch.
No, they were set.
Pears or peaches?
Pears.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Cards or cubes?
Cards.
There you go. And that is the end of the questionably quick questions. And yeah, let's go towards brilliant thing. What's the little thing which is brilliant? Do you have a thing here? Actually, or do you want to start talking about the theme of the game and why it was the brilliant choice?
Well, we could do that because I didn't have brilliant thing prepared.
Let's talk about the theme of the game.
So I'm going to show you this. This was the original map, right? So this is the.
I will show. There we go. People can see.
Well, that's another one. That's sheet number A, but it's totally different layout right now.
Okay.
And it turned into this.
Ooh. Nice. So it's some sort of party carnival thing going on.
Yeah. And so you start here at this party, and then you walk past shops, maybe do some shopping, and then go to the next party. And basically, it's the same.
It's like a party tour. It's not like a pub crawl. It's like a party crawl.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's the idea. So get together with people and having parties. That's the idea. And the layout is exactly the same on, but you can't really see it on this map. But the layout is the same as the previous one.
So it from a topographical points of view. I'm using the wrong word. From a kind of how things connect, it says functional identical, basically.
Yeah.
That seems like a really solid move. So can you talk us through how you've translated what are the 4 things now? And
I got that prepared as well. So we have food, drinks, music, and games. Check marks will be the invitation, or at least getting some extra people on board. The storage place is where you store the second suit will be shops, so you can buy them later. And these are venues or places to hold a party.
And
those were the circles.
Okay, so the end score is the number of invites multiplied by the number of venues that you have.
Yeah.
And thematically, are you playing one person and you're trying to get invites to all of these parties, or are you some sort of party organizer and you're trying to maximize the fun, like you're trying to have a happy community?
Yeah, basically you're a party planner. So you're trying to find venues, find people to promote and be on your venue to have a party.
So it's all about cheering up the town.
Yep. Or multiple towns. I'm not sure if these are in one. This is one town, or these are small towns that you visit when you go to a next spot. So that could be either.
I mean, with the small scale of the things that you're doing with the food, and it could go either way. I could definitely see it, but let's talk about why this theme is brilliant. Let's just, start off with a bit of positivity, because this is the brilliant thing section. I think that it's just a really joyful thing, and especially in this time. Of course, it's probably not going to be published during times of COVID, because fingers crossed, if you do aspire to have this be something that can be published, and if it is, then that will take longer than it takes to cure the world of COVID. Fingers crossed. But still, it reminds us that this getting together, it's just a fun thing. This is something that everyone can aspire to. It reminds me of what John Brieger wrote about Candyland, where Candyland, it is a power fantasy, but the power fantasy isn't slaying some dragons, it's just going for a nice walk, because all those kids with polio, they couldn't even walk. And in this same sense, like, maybe there's some people who are feeling a bit, isolated, maybe they are far away from other people, maybe they are, I don't know, not part of a party at that moment, and then it's kind of, hey, this is something that we can all enjoy and all aspire to, and all, that's just a lovely thing.
That's the idea in exactly. And just the thing people miss the most right now, which is social interaction, is basically the theme of this game. Just being together and having a fun time together.
That is super lovely. And I think that, has Alex gotten the right gist? Because to me, it felt like more of all of these parties are going to happen at one time. It almost feels like maybe you're planning, I don't know, international board game festival, or a town board game festival, or just like it's some sort of one-day event, and then the number of invites multiplied by the number of venues, then that I don't know, feels like you're planning some sort of festival.
Yeah, maybe it's indeed some sort of festival that grows bigger each year.
Ooh, and then you could get themes. And so, no, congratulations. And if anyone else has got any positivity, then share it right now. And of course, at this point, feel free to just comment, ask questions, thumb like, follow, all that stuff. And I am going to get a wee bit more on topic for a while. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have any tangents at all, because, we are human and sometimes we have tangents, but we're going to try and make it relate somehow to these games, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, true.
But, no, I think that it feels like a solid thing. Now, what do you think is the next step for you?
Next step is finishing the visuals, changing the rules, because I haven't rewritten the rules to fit the theme yet. So that's one part of it. Renaming stuff, because it's still called a twin track or a connection track, and that doesn't fit with the theme, of course. So the twin track will probably be called the preparations track, because you are preparing for all these parties. And the connection track will probably be the party track. Where are you going to have your party, and the moving around. So that's about it, actually. There might be some problems I will find with the current rule set. How does that fit with the theme? So does it make sense, for example, to have 3 different things before you can have a party over there? Well, actually, that makes sense. You need to have food, drinks, and maybe music or games to have that party over there. So that makes sense. I'm already fixing my own theme issues. Cool.
I mean, you could have an or in some of the things, because if it feels natural for you to say you need to have this, and one of these two, you could always represent that mechanically. And
that's true.
Or is really strong in that it gives you a choice when you're, do you go down this track or do you go down this other one? Do you use this thing or do you use that thing? As long as it's not so equal that you get to the point of, well, it doesn't matter what decision I make because everything's equal. That's not a good place to be. So you want to have some things that are stronger, but if it's like, okay, do I use this or do I use that? And maybe in some situations it really doesn't matter. Maybe in some situations it does. Then, try it. See if it adds to the game. Best case scenario.
Because one thing I noticed while playing my original game is if you go to the center, you will have more options than if you go to the side. Because in the center, you will have still the sideways connections.
Yeah, that's true.
Still, some people chose to be on the side because some people are just left to right or right to left oriented and cannot think, oh, I should go through the middle. Which I noticed during gameplay as well, which was actually
frankly, if some people are making obviously suboptimal decisions, that's a really good sign for the game, because it shows that there's space for them to grow into. And at some point, they might realize, hey, wait a minute, going down the center is generally the best place to start. And
that's one thing I noticed, because I was also demoing this game last Wednesday on the stream from Mark Peebles. And he made a suboptimal choice. Somebody in the stream made the same optimal choices as I did, almost exactly the same, because they had previous experience. So you see that people learn from their mistakes, and that's also fun to see. Well, mistakes. It's not really a mistake. You just made a suboptimal choice. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, what is a mistake? What's a suboptimal choice? I mean, it's a blurry line, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
I mean, isn't every mistake just a suboptimal choice by another word? I mean, if I punch you in the face for no reason, that was definitely a suboptimal choice.
Especially when I hit back.
I'm sorry for making this show really violent. Ah.
Well, you punched me in the face. You better have a
Hey,
good reason for it.
I don't know why I did this in this hypothetical situation. It was a very suboptimal choice. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, we're losing people.
Uh-oh.
People are thinking, oh man, don't want to have all that punching. But yeah, so it feels like the next step is for you to create a digital version and then
Yeah.
get it into a space where once more this version can be played with other people to see. Do you think that you're going to make any? Is there any rules changes that come to your mind based on theme?
Not yet. They might when I'm gonna play test a new theme this week, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll find something that says, that doesn't work with the theme. Then I might change it. I'll have to check. I haven't gotten to that part yet because
So
I didn't digitalize anything yet. So yeah, I don't want to mess up my own drawing right now.
it feels like at this point the path for you forward is fairly clear, and you know what to do. So is there anything that you particularly want to talk about at this point?
Well, the next step is it's let's see. I'm gonna finalize the theme and see if it all works, and let people play test the theme. But yeah, it's nearing its end. That's true. So the next step would be, am I going to publish it myself? I'm going to try to get it published by somebody else. I'm going to just put it free for download somewhere for people just to play with. I don't know yet. That's the one thing I haven't figured out yet.
I mean, in a strong sense, I would say that if you wanted to keep working on it, you can always, as you see people's reactions, see how people respond to it, keep working on it, keep modifying. There's always going to be infinite work to be done, even if it gets to the point of, okay, maybe there's 10 tests and then you've got one idea. But, right now it feels very much at the point of, okay, there's so many possibilities, and then you have a test and then you make a wee change. And it feels like you're still in what you're making, roughly where you want to be, but you don't have this exact, you've got something that works, but there's still a lot of massaging you could do of different things. And I would say, do you think, obviously it's not just me chatting to you about this one game, it's also now, do you think that you're going to start something else to work on afterwards or simultaneously to have two projects? Do you think you will work well with that? Or
I am not that great on working on multiple projects at the same time. I prefer to focus at one thing at a time, but I already have 3 other design ideas that I had previously that I wanted to work on. So one that I already made a prototype for a long time ago, like 3 years ago by now, and I stopped working on that. And I want to finish that design as well. It's a programming fighting game. So you program your movement of your figure on the board, and it's a duel 1v1.
So is it programming using cards from your hand, and then
and you can upgrade your cards depending on how much damage you do to the other, but the other can get more defensive cards because of that. So it's in a very early stage, and my son liked the idea, played really fast, like in 20 minutes. So
wow, That does sound like a really strong thing. And we've got someone in chat, Xate, who says that you are, in fact, the king of multitasking, apparently.
Well, I know I have a lot of Twitch streams open at the same time, but I only listen to 1 or 2 of them at the same time. I'm not going to listen to all 6 or 8 of them. That would drive me crazy.
Hello, CD. It's lovely to see you. I guess it's quite late on. Wait a minute, because have your clocks already changed in New Zealand? Because our clocks are changing tomorrow, but I can't remember when exactly New Zealand changes. But anyway, it's lovely for you to join us.
I don't know. New Zealand already changed, right? Just like the US?
I don't know. What time is it over there? Let us know so I don't have to Google it. And then, but yeah, I think that it is going generally well by the sounds of it. It feels like Yoda's got this solid theme. It sounds like, you know, this super lovely theme about just organizing lots of parties. I genuinely think that it's something that even when we're not all socially isolated, we could all get really strongly behind. I think that if you do actually want to, you know, there is the potential to do a Kickstarter. I wouldn't advise doing it this month. I would advise waiting until at least a week.
Yeah, but then I need to find somebody to do the artwork because I'm graphically, I'm not the best. So yeah.
But yeah, basically, I was just kind of thinking that. Oh, hello, Bodhi. It's lovely to see you from Netherlands, fellow Netherlander.
Yeah.
Well, kind of Netherlander because Bodhi's, I think, Australian. Anyway, so yes, I just want to say it feels like if you are able to get, I don't know if there's someone in the chat who might be able to draw and is feeling inspired by this theme, and maybe you could somehow connect and do some sort of Kickstarter together for this print and play thing. The artwork can be a stretch goal, says Alex.
That's true. That's true. Because I need to pay somebody. Because I was thinking about the cards, and I don't want to be just one symbol in the middle, but like having a food card. So like with suits, you put them in the corner, and in the middle it's just some type of party dish. Something like that. And drinks, I don't want to be all alcoholic, so I will have sodas, I will have bottles of water, and that sort of stuff. Music, different types of music, games, different type of party games. No Cards Against Humanity.
I think that if each object had a similar silhouette, then you could get them to be slightly varied on the sheets. I think it could be quite fun. And so you need each thing to be... I feel like Bez is dropping hints, but I can't figure out who to, says Alex. In all seriousness, I don't know how busy or not busy people are. I'm certainly not volunteering things, but I am saying that it might be an option if you wanted to present this game. And how comfortable do you feel about logistics? And if it was a digital print and play, how would you feel about, you know, that would certainly make it simpler. What do you aspire to do? What do you want to do?
And that's the part I haven't figured out yet. That's really one thing I'm still thinking of, because currently I'm so busy with my current job, so doing a Kickstarter will take a lot of time. I don't know if I have that time. Because I also am a single father, so then I also need to spend time with my son. He already hates it that I want to play games with him every time. So, but he will be on my stream this evening. So
Oh,
he's gonna try to beat me at Onitama.
so we get to meet your child if we pop into
Well, he was
stream.
also during the first weekend of this month. So that was March 6th. He was also on my stream trying to beat me, but he didn't. At a game on which he normally beats me, so I was happy to beat him on stream. And Onitama, he beats me regularly, so I'm expecting him to beat me tonight.
CD mentions a friend who just completed the first Kickstarter. I mean, and CD says, she might be up for comparing notes and giving you some early starting advice. I would say, yeah, as someone who's run a few Kickstarters, and yeah, more and more I am realizing that it's the art, unless your rules are super simple, that they can be understood within 30 seconds. That's not a good hook. I think that mechanics are rarely going to be, overall the thing that brings it in. But it is a lovely theme that might bring people in, especially in this day and age of, hey, we want more social connections, and here's a game that kind of allows us to do that. And it is also playable over video conferencing. That's quite a cool thing. I would say that, yes, you can do a Kickstarter without amazing art. And, having seen the quality of your art, it's going to shrink your audience by a large amount for sure, but it's not going to mean that. Remember, you can, especially if you're doing something where it's just a print and play, that is an option. Do you fancy saying, hey, here's my game, buy it for a couple of quid, and then if you pay this couple of quid, here's the components, but you need to print it out yourself. And at that point, how much does the funding goal actually need to be? Maybe the funding goal is like 20 quid because that's the amount that you need to, at that point, let's be honest, it's not really even about the funding goal. It's about a marketing exercise, which is true of most kind of digital things. But you could say, okay, if we get to 50 quid, maybe I'll do a second map rearranging the things. And if we get to 100 quid, do a third map. If we get to 200 quid, do a fourth map. If we get to 500, and then some sort, I don't know. You don't even need to have stretch goals. Just aim to do it, to go through that process and be really humble, and then you will have learned at least what it feels like to build that up and get into a stage where if at least 10 people pledge money for it, then you fund, because let's make it, that could be a thing. It could be a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to think in Simon figures. That's way out of my league.
Of course, but not even like Simon figures. Trying to think. You don't even need to think in Alicat's games figures. You don't even need to think in hundreds. It could be literally as long as tens of people pledge for this thing, and I think there's rules in place against that. They have.
Well,
you will need to check those rules, but sometimes, make sure that you're not going against anything. Give it a week to make your page. Frankly, you could have a Kickstarter before the end of next month up if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm going to do Kickstarter, it would be probably close to a big con like Gen Con or Essen, just to make sure that I can create a little bit buzz around it.
That is a possibility. I'm just saying that genuinely,
And
with the theme that you've got, isn't that a theme that taps into the zeitgeist right now? It feels like a theme that those of us who are all locked up are going to be more wanting to those of us who are currently socially isolated are probably going to be more amenable to a game that's all about making parties. I mean, that theme arrests my attention. Whereas, let's say Gen Con actually happens, if the world is in a situation where Gen Con can actually happen, then I will have at that point been to UK Games Expo. I would, pitch in a couple of quid if it was like £2. I would back it for some amount, because it's you, and I would want to support you. But would I actually want to? Would I be captured? Would my mind be captured by the theme? At that time, yes, it's a nice theme, but slightly less so, is all I'm saying. At the point where I am physically able to go around and have parties, by the time it gets to my birthday, I am hoping that I will be in a situation where, I'm able to have people over and we're able to enjoy ourselves. And frankly, we will want to just enjoy that gathering for what it is. But it is kind of like a power fantasy. And that's why, you can take this advice or leave it. But this is, sometimes I've tried to be very Socratic with this, just asking questions. But this is me injecting very much my own personal opinion, which is that right now, with people having this hunger for social connection, with people having this desire for going out, a simple to play game that is all about that feels like it might be something that does a bit better right now.
You might be right, yeah. And I'm actually pretty sure you are right about that. So that means that I need to find an artist, because you saw my art, even though was drawn in like an hour. If I want to do pretty art, I can, but I can do it. It will take a lot of time because I'm not that good at it, and this is just basic drawings of the iconography. I can make it prettier. I can use game icons to make it look better, but I don't want the starch black and white look from game icons. I wanted to make it look a little bit real. And all these people, I want to be as diverse as possible. So people of different races, different sexes. So I want to meet male, female. I don't know if you can see on a picture if somebody is non-binary. Actually, maybe a little bit ambiguous. That could be.
The way to represent non-binary people is just to represent people and not to stick to any particular gender. Just don't make all the people fit one stereotypes, because non-binary people can look exactly like anyone else. Alex there says it looks nice, and a wee bit of color would go a long way. I don't know if you need that much added to it. And remember, if it's a print and play, you possibly want black and white artwork, is the truth.
Or something at least that looks pretty when you turn it down to grayscale.
Something that is low ink, at least. Low ink is always good.
Or maybe have both options, a low ink version and color version, because I like it to be pretty. I want to, if I'm looking at it, it should be clear, but also a little bit pretty.
I mean, you could. You'll have to. I don't know what your experience is like in drawing, but it feels to me like you could have those shapes, spend a little bit more time on them. Honestly, doing that in an hour seems perfectly reasonable given the amount of stuff that you have on those pages. Bodhi suggests doing a line-heavy artwork and then have a color version and a black and white version. And yeah, with those dark outlines, and then for the color version, maybe some sorts of soft pastel colors, so it's still relatively low ink, even though it's color.
Yeah.
I think that if you are, and remember, with all the icons, you don't need to draw them multiple times. Once you're digitizing it, I understand, okay, maybe it's even prettier if there's more variety in the art, but when you've got the little icons for drinks, you can just have, okay, here's 3 bottles. Draw it multiple times if you want until you get the nicest 3 bottles, and then take that, scan it in, color it in. Oh yeah, for the low ink version, of course, there has to be a black and white version for sure, but what I'm suggesting is also the color version is also low ink. So yeah, but yeah, have actual just black and white line arts is what we're suggesting for the black and white version.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that prospect sound to you? Does that seem like something that you would be interested in exploring? Does that seem like something that you're thinking, ooh, that could be an interesting adventure? Or are you feeling a bit horrified by the prospects of it?
No, horrified is maybe a heavy word. It's more, how do you explain the nervous feeling you get of trying something you never tried before. So the first time you jumped into a swimming pool, the first time you jumped off the high dive, first time you asked somebody out. So that same feeling is what I have felt. Okay, I'm gonna do this on Kickstarter. I'm gonna do it myself. That's the same feeling, and it's not necessarily a bad feeling. It's just emotional hurdle I have to take.
Yeah, I don't think that ever goes away necessarily. I don't know about.
But the first is always heavier than the next one.
I understand. I understand, and I'm just here to tell you that I don't know about Bodhi, who's made some really lovely things, but when I'm drawing, there's always okay, I've done it in the past, I can do it, and there's that kind of reminder in my head that, okay, I made some sort of letter shapes, and I've had one person, I didn't ask them what they thought, they just said, oh, there's Bez, and they were introducing me to a group and saying, oh yeah, Bez's L deck is actually really beautiful, and I was, oh, thank you very much. But yeah, CD says just leap in. It's a sign that it's something you care about. And I want to echo this. This is kind of, I'm going to say it in a far more long-winded way. And, when I'm doing Kitty Cataclysm, for me, that was a very nervous thing. And when I did the expansion for Kitty Cataclysm, that was, again, a nervous feeling. And when I'm doing, Categorical, that every step, even if it's not necessarily the final letter shapes, I feel nervous about that. And I'm not saying that it's not easier than it would have been if I hadn't done it at all. Of course, I've got that privilege, but I'm just saying that nervousness isn't a sign to not do it. It's a sign that you're going to hold yourself up to a certain standard. Maybe you manage to make that standard, maybe you don't. And even if you don't manage to fit this ideal standard that you have in your own head, maybe it's still good enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know for myself that I want everything to be perfect, but I also know that it's probably not going to be.
Mm.
Because
And
I know my own limitations. I have in my head, I totally have it all figured out. I already see the drawing and how it should be in my head, but I know I'm not the person who can draw it like that.
mm, draw it in the way that you can draw it.
Yeah, I just ordered some pencils because I only had markers, so that was not easy to draw with. So I just ordered some pencils to make a light gray outline and something that I can erase and change. And then when it's done, I'm going to scan it and digitize it.
Well, there you go. And so you did all that without any pencil work first.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's talk about perfection because I think it's worth talking about that for 5 minutes and talking. Again, this is your time. I want you to feel free to lead the conversation. If you're like, no, Bez, that's not something I want to talk about. And I want to say perfection is unattainable because, firstly, true perfection is not a reality, given the granularity of real life. Let's say that have you heard of the coastline problem?
No.
So let's say because imagine, ignore the fact that the waves are coming up. Let's say you're trying to measure the distance around the edge of a cliff, right? Now, let's say you measure it using 1 meter sticks. Now you get a vague sense of it, or even if you've got a wheel, you can do it. Now, if you measure it that way, you get with the wheel, then suddenly you get a little bit more precision. But now imagine all the little nooks and crannies on the edge of the cliff. You didn't measure them. It will get finer and finer detail, but you can never actually get to that perfect measurement of the edge of the cliff. And I just want to take that as an example that, there's something that you can never quite get to there. There's always, you can get closer, but you're never quite there. Second thing, yeah, basically it's just unattainable outside of a mathematical construct. You can say, okay, this is a perfect answer for this thing, but no. The second thing is subjectivity. The second thing is, if you say in anything which has any elements of subjectivity, whether that be art, whether that be game design, whether that's something that you're creating to deliver some sort of experience, that subjectivity is going to mean that even if you say for one person what is perfect, for another person it might not be. So remember, what to you is not perfect might be perfect to someone else. In fact, it's almost likely that it will be perfect to someone else. And that reminder that what you see as imperfect might be perfect to someone else, to me is sometimes quite freeing. That's all the things I see as imperfections. They are, in a way, parts of what it is. It is part of what it is. And all you're doing is saying, this is what it is. And the third thing that I want to say is, frankly, time and energy are finite. Time, energy, and if you get someone else to do it for you, money or whatever, all of these resources are finite and we have to do the best we can in this situation. So those are my 3 responses. Like, firstly, it's impossible to get a clear perfection out of any mathematical construct. Secondly, subjectivity. Third, what was the third thing that I said? I forgot. Restrictions. Like, there are real world restrictions. Like in this situation, okay, so CD is mentioning, yes, you can go to another website, try to find an artist to do it. You can, and all of these real world restrictions. Thank you for trying to remind me, CD. I appreciate that. But yeah, you can go off on these things. Is that a viable option for you? What is your restriction on money? Because maybe you want to do it, especially if you're trying to do a Kickstarter where the funding goal is 10 quid, you probably don't want to spend 50 or 100 quid on someone actually doing this artwork. Whereas
Sure.
if you're deciding that, hey, I am going to do this Kickstarter in the smallest possible way, it might be literally 10 people who back it. And if it's 10 people, I will be happy with that. I know that might sound like it's a low goal, but that in itself can give you a sense of this is what it's like to run a Kickstarter. This is what it's like to, yes, you did it digitally, you sent them a link, you sent them something, but this is what it's like to deliver a thing, to have the people, and it gives you a taste for it. And then after that, before the Kickstarter, you need to have it up on BGG. I would frankly think if you've decided to do this, I'm not saying definitely do this, but if you decide to do it, I would put it up on BGG. I would get yourself up there as a designer, and I would say in the notes to the admin, say that you're planning on, what your plan for publication is. Say to them that you're planning on kickstarting it in the next month, or whatever. And once it's up there, you will get a sense of what that's all like. And I think it's up to you.
Yeah. I totally agree. I need to make a schedule for myself with little deadlines. What do I want to have done before the final deadline? That would be starting the Kickstarter. So have my retheming ready, put a page on Board Game Geek and that sort of stuff. So I need to make a schedule with harsh deadlines, so I know I can kick myself in the butt when I didn't make it, unless I have a really, really, really good excuse. Because and that's the one thing I'm going to do. Then probably I'm gonna try to take some days off. I have a lot of free time already in reserve that I can take from my work.
Oh, so when you say days off, you mean take time off for your main job so you can just explore this?
Yeah. I know I have, that's in May. I have my time off. Because I don't know how long it will take to create a Kickstarter page. I have no experience, so I need to have the time to do that.
One day.
And if one day,
I say that kind of flippantly. It takes as much time as you spend on it, but I would say one day to get a Kickstarter page that, like one full day to get a Kickstarter page that is good enough to send over. If I were doing it, I would kind of allocate maybe 5 or 8 hours.
And then the one thing I'm still doing is, am I going to do it purely a print and play, or am I actually gonna make it a little box game with sheets and cards and maybe pencils?
If you are doing it yourself, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a lot more work. Alex has some reminders that your game doesn't need to be, that close to actual mass production or whatever. And yeah, there's lots of love, CD. What time is it in New Zealand? Do I have to use Google? It never told us.
I guess it's 12 hours earlier for me, because she's exactly on.
Oh, it says midnight. Okay, so tomorrow we will be going forwards. Yeah, what are we doing? We're going forward. So, by the way, just a quick reminder to anyone watching that if you're watching tomorrow or any day after tomorrow, then UK time changes. So please be aware of that. I am still streaming at the same time, which is 10 a.m. UK time. But I want to make it very clear that I'm streaming at 10 a.m. UK time. Tomorrow we will be... Oh, yes. Yes, that sounds correct. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be streaming from 10 p.m. New Zealand until 12 midnight. Yep.
And yes, Bodhi, we will switch in the Netherlands as well.
Okay. So there we go. So yeah, Bodhi, we are going to be slightly just double check what time it is on Sunday on your computer.
I
Time now
only have
when
to
you
change 2 clocks. The rest will go automatically. So just the alarm next to my son's bed and my own alarm clock, and that's it. Oh, maybe the car. Don't forget the 1 clock in the car that needs to be adjusted as well.
I don't own any clocks or watches or anything that is not. I own my phone and my computer, and that's all the clocks that I need.
Well, those
And
will change automatically. So.
oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Back in the days, you had your little watch, you had the clocks on the wall. I mean, here, don't get me wrong, we have the oldest microwave that you've probably seen. This is a microwave from before I was born.
Whoa.
Yes, this is a really, really old microwave.
So how big is it? Is it just the size of an oven?
It's like a normal microwave size, but it's very boxy, and it's got it was like really, I think it was an expensive thing at the time.
It still has a dial for the timer, I guess.
No, it doesn't have a dial. It's got buttons, and it's very plasticky.
Okay. Yeah, I would
I mean, I
expect
prefer
to
the
have
ones
a
with the dial. The
Yeah.
dials are the better ones. I think the dials are more modern. Okay, apparently New Zealand switches next week, so then we will be. Then it will be earlier in New Zealand, I want to say. Then I'll be streaming from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m. Will that be right?
Why don't
But
we switch
anyway,
in the same weekend?
good night, CD, if you're not, if
Good
you're
night,
even
CD.
still here, and lots of love. Lots of bye, CD. Bye, bye. I hope you have a lovely sleep. We don't sing for everyone when they go, but just for the most special people like CD. Anyway, CD is like, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, doing things. So what are your aspirations right now? I'm not forcing you to pick today, but I would say that if you can choose, then great, and we could work together on some sort of plan for deadlines and goals. And I will also say that next Saturday, I was going to have a guest on who, for personal reasons, like it was totally fair, like they aren't able to come on, so I deleted that from my calendar. I've asked Chris to change my schedule because Chris is normally only meant to work on Wednesdays, but we'll do an hour on Saturday if absolutely has to. But anyway, the point is that if you wanted to pop in and have like a version of your game, we could play that as part of the chaotic shenanigans. I definitely want to play some of that Words on Friends. I actually wonder if we could play it today. But do you fancy? And yeah, lots of love. You're very welcome. But yeah, do you feel like you have a strong sense of where you want to go, Yoda? Do you feel like you are ready to start nailing down some deadlines today?
By the end of the day, yeah.
But together over the next hour, probably not.
No, because I have to pick up my son, do some chores around the house, so and maybe after my stream or maybe before my stream. So it will be some time today.
Okay,
because
so
I have to figure out what deadlines I need and when they will be most realistically done.
Well, I would suggest if you are chatting right now, if you've not already done so, get a bit of paper or feel free to type it up somewhere.
I'm making notes right now.
Okay, so what are the things that you've written down that you need to do?
Finish the team. Finish the
what does that entail? What do you mean by finish the theme? Because
changing the rules if necessary. So that's one thing. The rules, the artwork. I want to have it finalized, and that's about it. Actually,
I would suggest that if you've got a scanner, just almost scan in what you've got, because, and then puts that into the grid that you already had with the suits and stuff, because it feels like it's good enough that I can tell what the things are meant to be. Do you know what I mean? And that's the key thing. I can tell what these things are meant to be. I can understand these objects. And so it's playable. That's the key thing. It is playable. And if you had that digital version, then boom, I say just as if it's super easy. If you have a mental block about scanning things in and then copying, pasting, the bottles and like the bottles you've already got, scan that in, put it into everywhere that the bottles should be, the head, just put it in. Yes, I understand you want it to be better, but then you've got to baseline. Now you've got something to start off with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Yeah.
Great. Do you almost scanning something? Did I say almost scanning something?
Yeah, almost scanning doesn't work, but I have a scanner
what did
right
I actually
over
say?
there.
I would have to. What were my exact words?
I don't know what the exact words were.
I honestly,
scanning. It's almost ready to scan.
I don't know what I said, but clearly I got the words slightly mixed up even. But hey, that's the way we are. We are humans and we are imperfect, and it is all good. And we forgive each other our imperfections, and we are kind to each other. And we can see past something, and especially at this early stage, it's like, okay, these bottles will be redrawn as nicer bottles, and this little face will be. And so I would almost, maybe I would almost suggest setting a deadline right now for that first bit. When are you going to do it? The end of tomorrow, is that reasonable?
Yeah, that's definitely reasonable.
Cool. Boom. So, get that into your deadlines.
Done.
And then what's the next? So you've got this new sheet. Do you think that, so you've got to rewrite the rules so that the rules refer to the items that you're now using rather than all the things that you previously were using?
Just combine those and then do this, and it needs to have a little bit more flavor. So the theme,
a tiny bit of, I mean, you could use the find and replace. I don't know if you've ever heard of Da Wizard.
Nope.
So basically, there's a game back in the past where they decided, I think it was quite a high-profile game, where Mage was changed into Wizard, and so this was a very last-minute change. They didn't have time to copy check it before it went to print. They did a find and replace, and in the final thing, damage.
The Wizard
is the Wizard. Because they changed mages into wizards.
Yeah, I've seen that happen in my programming days as well.
But you can for sure do that as a starting point, find and replace, and then change things. Anyway, so I'm glad you enjoyed the story. It says I think it's in the Kobold Guides of, but anyway, it's in one of the books. Oh, there you go. Great minds think alike, or fools seldom differ. Either way.
Yeah. Anyway. I do have some experience in that area with search and replace in my programming. So I know it can happen.
But rewriting the rules, can that also be done by tomorrow? By the end of tomorrow?
Definitely. I already have it in my head. I just have to put it on paper.
Write it down. Write these down as your checkpoints. Write it down, and then you're more likely to do it.
That's done.
Great. What's next on the checklist?
The next one would be putting it on BGG, I guess.
Okay. And let me take a tiny step back. How you mentioned possibly doing it yourself as a print and play, possibly doing it yourself as a real physical thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a
if I want
strong
to,
opinion?
Well, it might be something personal, but having a boxed version, so not a printed play, feels more real to me.
I totally get that. I will I will just say that with the boxed version, you get into either you need a decent minimum print run, or you're going to have to deal with print on demand, which is going to be possibly, but it's going to come into its own sort of expenses.
Yeah, and then you
Having
get
that sort of
logistics.
fulfillment, doing the print and play makes it much easier, where you can genuinely say, this is a funding goal of £10, and you know what, if we go crazy and if we get, I don't know if you even want to do stretch goals. I was almost thinking, like, if we get to this amount, then
Well,
I will
I
spend
was
more time
already
on the
thinking
art
of.
or something like
I was
that.
already thinking of stretch goals could be better art, different maps, and maybe that end goal system that could be a stretch goal as well.
Boom, gets it done. And I would say, if you're in two minds, then yeah, think about it. I'm not going to ask you to commit to one or the other, but I would advise, especially with a roll and write, well, a flip and write, where you are using up the paper. I had someone where it was a game that I'd made, and then I asked people, I get to a certain point in my playtesting where I'm asking people, how much would you spend on this? And one thing I was like, okay, well, how much would you spend on a physical copy of this? How much would you spend on a print and play version of this? And it turns out that the print and play, people were almost as happy with the print and play as they were with the physical version. And most people were like, yeah, I would spend £5 on the print and play for the real version, maybe £10. And, you know, if that's the situation for these people, it clearly makes sense to do the. Alex mentions potentially if the things are flyers, but it has to be a decent number of flyers for each person. But that could be an option. That could be an option.
Yeah, that could be.
But I will answer Bodhi's question, and hopefully this is also useful to you. I think that as a designer, what you first need to do is add person to database. I will actually try to find the thing while we're talking. Boardgamegeek.com. It is community. Oh, there we go. And so let me share my screen, and then I can show you. Are you already familiar with this process, Dutch? I mean, Yoda.
Nope. I think I
I
tried it a
will.
couple of years back when I did a very ugly design that I did for
So
my
this is
job.
the front page of Board Game Geek. What you
Yeah.
want to do is you want to be logged in. You go to community, you contribute person, and then it says what's the name of this person, and you would put Dick Rensema, and it's normally, and then you would kind of type something about that person. I would put user summary and attribute the source of the information, just write it yourself. And if you do that first, as the note to the admin, put I am publishing my first game next month in April, something like that.
Yeah.
And it can be easy. I can't remember which one's easier, but for the game, you go to community, contribute, board game, and then it asks you to do all the things. The name of the game, the wee bits about the game, short description is like a tagline. It says it's not a tagline from the box. but you look at the other things. Your release would be 2021. You know all that, and basically look at all of these things and add as many as are appropriate.
Yeah.
Just that's all. I'm sure you can. This is where add designer, and if I look for Dick, so there's no Dick Rensema.
Probably look for DutchYoda. But won't be.
You're not going to be listed as a designer anyway.
No.
I was just kind of, but yeah, I think you might have to add. I can't remember whether you have to do one first or the other. Someone can help me. If you know which one, with publisher, I would do self-published. Yeah, some of this stuff with the size, I try to just estimate the size of the game, and yeah, with note to admin, this is kind of if you feel like you want to make a special case to say, hey, this game is going to be published at this point, then that might make it more likely for the admins to click yes on it more easily. You want to make it so that they're like, okay, this person knows what they've done, and we will just click yes, rather than saying, oh, I don't know whether this is a real game or not, I'll let someone else do it. That is... Alex also mentions the IGA, the Indie Game Alliance. That is a good shout. IGA is good. I would suggest that, personally, I would suggest if you are trying to rush it to market, I don't know if I would bother with that personally. It feels like another thing to deal with, then you are going to have to make work. I think that that's a really good thing. If you were planning to self-publish in 6 months, then great. If you're planning to do it as soon as possible, I would not bother with that personally. But it's a thing worth, again, considering at what point I try to set the benchmark for myself. At what point am I not embarrassed by this thing? At what point am I going to be happy to have my name beside it? Which sometimes it doesn't need to be that high a benchmark, but sometimes, yeah, it kind of makes sure that I'm not claiming that it's something it isn't. And sometimes when you're on the Kickstarter, be honest and be like, yeah, this is... So you're putting it onto Board Game Geek. When do you think you can do that by?
Let's see. I have a pretty busy schedule during the week, so somewhere in during the week, but that would be maybe the beginning of April 2nd. So that's Friday, right?
That is indeed Friday.
Yeah. That would be the best because, I got a busy schedule coming up from work. So probably not going to work 8 hours a day, but maybe 10 to 12. So that will take a lot of time.
So then setting up the Kickstarter page, the first draft of it, and how do you want to break that down? Because I think the key part is having something that you are happy with to just send. Because remember, once you send, so you're going to have to make the Kickstarter, and then you have to send it to the people. Then Kickstarter takes a few business days to verify it and to say, yes, this is all good. This looks like a legitimate Kickstarter. It doesn't look like you're ripping anybody off. And then the third stage is like at some points you're wanting to tell people about it and make sure that some people know, and then click the button and then make it better and launch it. That's probably slightly simplifying it, but that seems like 5 steps if you need 5 steps to kind of help you break it down.
Yeah. So having the first draft of the Kickstarter page ready, that could be somewhere somewhere next weekend, probably already. So
and
that
once
would
you've got the
be-
first draft ready, that it's ready to send to them, just send to them.
Yeah.
If you want me to have a quick look at it, I'm not going to say, yes, whenever you send it to me, I will do it that same evening or that same hour, because, it depends what I'm doing. But I would, once you've submitted, remember that you can make tweaks and you can continue to edit and make lots of changes on it.
Yeah. The goal is, I guess, to be live at the end of April, somewhere around the end of April.
That sounds like a reasonable goal. That sounds like it's doable. Okay, so so you've written down the 5 steps that I mentioned about the Kickstarter. I assume I can't remember what they were. About redoing it, and then at some point you've got to show to improve the art, because this weekend you're going to have the first version of the art, and then you're going to redraw the art once you've got your pencils and you're able to do that digitization.
Yep.
Okay, so that's got to go onto the to-do list, and the whole also the question is, do you feel like you want to do more playtesting, more integration?
I hope to get a little bit more playtesting done. I'm still waiting on response from some people, so I'm gonna ask them if they had the time to play it already, so I can get that feedback. Because I want to have at the end, because it's a print and play, I can have if it fits, I will have a little section that is a thank you note, which includes the playtesters, and it would be weird to have just a couple of them. Even though they playtested it a lot, it would be fun to have them more names on there if they want.
I would 2 questions. Firstly, actually 1 question and then a suggestion. Question: if the mechanics were exactly like they are right now, would you be confident with the game?
Yes. It's more the balancing on how do the tracks work. Is there a balance there needed? That's the biggest one, actually.
So it sounds like you're feeling fairly good about it. It's more developments is always good. You can always tweak things. I would say in the Kickstarter, obviously be honest that it's a game that was made during a game jam. You've continued working on it. Tell people a wee bit about it. Have pictures that, explain it. You can, I hear that you've made videos sometimes about games. So maybe you can
Sometimes I do, and for Kickstarter I will need a video, right?
Yeah, so you can make your own video. And have you considered, who would you ask to? How it's not important that you necessarily get other reviewers on board, but it's worth reaching out if you've got anyone that you think, wait, they might actually be up for playing it. I think the key thing with a Kickstarter is that people, I think Bauer from Bauer's Game Corner basically said, am I interested in this thing? will the person actually deliver it? And is it going to be what they say it is? Like, what's being offered? Am I interested? And, do I trust this person? Like, whether they're actually going to give it and how good it is. And having someone else, if you mention, something else, like, hey, these people played it and had fun, or having quotes from, I don't know if you could reach out to Michael Fox of Hub Games, who might be up for playing it on a stream and say, hey, this is what's going on. Maybe reach out. And, there's no obligation to Michael to do either way, but Michael might be up for giving a wee quotes. It's worth asking, it feels like. And maybe reach out to the people who've playtested it to say, hey, I am thinking of going here, and would you be willing to offer some sorts of quotes or it?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I have to figure out who and hopefully when. Because if I want to go live by the end of April, I will. Only have about a month to do something.
It almost feels like that might be something you need to do this weekend. Reach out to people for quotes. One publisher asks designers, why should I play this? And why did you make this? I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying all the time. It's what are you doing and why? But let's be honest, when it's a case of something like this, parts of the people, a good contingent of the people who back are going to be people who are in your immediate circle. They're, especially if it's something where just a few bucks gets you the game, which I would assume if it's a print and play that on Kickstarter, maybe it's £2 or something, and then it's okay, boom. I like this, I'm going to support it. I don't know if you can think of any other types of pledges. It feels like that's the only one you need. $2, you get the game.
I don't need a pledge manager. Well, you can maybe that one thing that says any amount without reward, but
that's always available on Kickstarter. You can always pledge.
So it's that one and pledge for the game, and I have to find a reasonable price for it.
I mean, what do people here think? Like, to those who are watching, what would you imagine for a print and play roll and write, especially those who have played it before or seen it being played? It would be interesting to hear what you think of it. I mean, I'm just going to, going back to the who is your audience, why should they play it? It feels like part of that is going to be, this core crowd is going to be people who already know you and support you, whether that's people on your, in the Twitch community, people who already enjoy your reviews, stuff like that. And they're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy it for a couple of quid or whatever. And then as it gets more and more, I think to reach outside that core audience, I think that you're going to have to tap into the positive emotional aspect of the theme of kind of, I think that's going to be your selling point to people who don't know you.
That's true. If I'm the one to deliver it, that's a big question. I know how I can be. I can be very enthusiastic, but I can also be very dry. So I'm gonna try to make the videos myself, of course, the explanation videos and that sort of stuff that's needed for a Kickstarter page. But I also want to, yeah, like you said, I want some quotes of people who played it and their opinion on it.
I mean, reaching out to quotes or reaching out to, if you've got reviewer friends that might be willing to do something. I don't know, Anna, how much of an obligation or how big an ask it is to say, hey, Anna, would you be willing to do this video of this thing if I send you this? And then maybe you can send the first edition tomorrow and say, I will get you better graphics next weekend that time redrawing or something like that. And then, I don't know, do you think that that's something that you can reach out to, or is that too big an ask?
I know some people, and I will reach out. I'm not sure if they want anything in return for it. So that's the biggest question, because I'm not a rich person. So, but yeah, if I don't ask, I will never know.
I mean, I would say that I would, not expect to be paying for reviews myself in general. I've never done that. I know Ludicreations has never done that. And I know some people do pay for previews. That's a separate question. We could talk about that. I think you're going to be part of me. Are you part of the group where we're chatting about media on the 17th? Did I?
Yep.
Cool. And
I think so.
I can't remember what we said we were going to chat about for the first episode of that. But
Medium.
oh yeah, mediums and differences between mediums and why we chose our mediums. Yeah, that. But I mean, this is a separate question of monetary reimbursement, and that's possibly a good question for our second episode. But for me, it's always a weird one, like that line between, I'm not saying people shouldn't be paid, but I do think it's a wee bit weird when it's like, okay, I'm being, anyway, I don't think that should be taken as the assumption by any means.
No,
And
I can ask if they are willing to do it, and if they return with yes, but in return we want, well, I'll see what they reply.
I would suggest that for this Kickstarter, especially if it's a digital print and play, I understand the time spent and everything is a labor of love. I would suggest that you try not, I would advocate trying to do it on a basically budget of zero.
Yeah.
Because, okay, you're going to spend money on the supplies, on your pencils or the paper or, a few things. But beyond that,
if it's a print and play, I know but it's not like I'm having a big budget and going for big goals. So
especially if it's like, okay, 10 quid, Warrior funded, and 10 people backed it, brilliant. That's what I'm thinking. Genuinely, I know this. I hope that this isn't demotivational. And
no, I know.
Because if you get it out this way, the other thing to remember is that this doesn't have to be the final step in the game. Let's say that 10 or 20 people back it, and then they'll love it, and then great. If these people continue to enjoy it, you could even, if you fancy, be really nice and say, okay, as the stretch goals, we will get more maps, but maybe the first map is delivered straight away after the Kickstarter, and then future maps come like maybe one every month or something like that. And then that would be a fun way to, like, as a backer-only update, you can put that up and have just a link in that backer-only update where they can download a new map. So people continue getting content. That would be a fun thing. And yeah, then it can grow into something where eventually, if they're playing it with more and more people, and you do have some sort of after sales thing where maybe people, even after the Kickstarter, can continue to buy it. For example, Big Cartel is what I have personally chosen because it takes a very small cut and there's zero upfront payment. So you don't need to pay anything on a month-to-month basis. So if I know some systems you need to pay a certain amount every month to get that web shop going. Whereas with Big Cartel, I don't have to pay anything on a given month. So if I sell, I've literally not sold anything since December, I want to say. But at least I'm not losing anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least it's like, okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I would prefer it if 100 people were buying the print and play version of the L deck every day, but at least I'm not losing. And if it does take off, then you can. But then at least, if nothing else, this is experience for future things. I want to, but I do want to check in with you that this is in line with your visions. I understand this isn't necessarily a game that will be on your shop shelf stores, but I'm kind of seeing this as potentially a stepping stone towards that. You've talked about other ideas. You've talked about the fact that you have the other ideas for what could come next. And so, how do you feel? Let's start wrapping up. And do you want to actually, given what you've just written to me, should I play? I think we've only got a few people on stream, but should I ramble while you go back, or do you want to finish up?
I have to take a little bio break, and then I'll be back. So
Okay.
Maybe do some words.
Okay. Excellent. So
I'll be right back.
Words on stream. So whilst Yoda is heading off, I think there's only a couple of people watching, so we are going to play just one game of Words on Stream. Where's my get this into the right window so I can show it on Switch to go Okay, so people, if you do not know how to play this, basically it's like an anagram solver. You need to, for the first few levels, all you're trying to do is you're trying to think of words that you can make with the presented letters that are 4 letters or more. And I'm going to be playing as well, and we'll see how high we can get. Our previous best was 16, but the more people we've got in chat, the easier it is. So I'm not expecting to get that high, but we will see how we get on. Is everyone ready? Okay, so you literally just type it into things. So, fool, and only one person can. Cool. Oh, hello, the chum os. Oh, lure. Why did lure not register? L-U-R. There's no E. Try cool. Bodhi, try cool. Oh, hello, it says. Yeah, we're playing Words with Friends, so yeah, boom. Once you're padlocked, you can't type in anything else. Call. I think it might be the American spelling of colorful. Boom, we've got that on. Nice work. Color, nice. Okay. And core. Yeah, this is a very American game. And roll. Nice work. Okay, nice work, people. Color. Why did that see? No, there's no A there. There's no A. You need to be mindful of what's there. And Yeah, we've beaten the level. Boom. Nice work, people. So now if we get even more points, then we skip a few levels. And so let's see if we can think of floor. Good word, floor. Another 5 letters. Remember, if we get those Luth. I thought that was a word. Yeah. Huh, apparently not. Oh well. We skipped 2 levels. Nice work, everyone. Boom.
Woo.
Level 3. Okay, level 3. Same thing again. Same thing again. Okay, if you see a word, just go for it. Rage. Degrade. Oh my god, is that dagger? Oh no, there's only one E. That doesn't work. Rage. So yeah, just to tell you, once you've typed a word, you will see on the screen there's a little. So now you can try it again. Now you can do dare. Okay, so you can do dare again now that the padlock has gone away. Does that make sense? So we've got some 5-letter words, and where it is on the screen also gives you an idea. So don't bother looking for. Yes, nice work. Dear. Oh, you found deer just before me. Oh, gear. There. Nice. Okay. Now all the locks have gone away. Now everyone can type in something again. So remember, it's that lock beside your name. Oh, hello, Gunwaf. Good to have you. Let's see. Oh, I think that's a word. Oh no, Rager. We've already. It's only 3 4-letter words. We're only missing 3 words. We're only missing 3 4-letter words. And if we get all of them, I think we skip 3 letters, not just 2. Grad. Nice. Alex always with the good words. Okay, so they come remember, they're in alphabetical order, so it's going to happen between dreg and gear. So no, we've already got, it's 2 4-letter words that are between dreg and gear. I can't. Gauge, good one. Oh, we were only 1 word away. My one criticism of this app is that we skipped 3 levels. I wonder if we would have skipped 4 levels if we got all of them. And congratulations. Thank you, everyone who's contributing. You're doing a great job. So, V, that is a hard one. Yeah, so close. We've got veer, we've got mover, nice word, ever, mere. Got some good stuff. Oh, remove. Nice. Okay, so it's only 4-letter words left. I think we might be able to get this one. Oh, I've got one. Oh, Yoda, you got there just before me. Nice work. So we've got it. So why didn't over? So move. Boom! We got them all. Nice work, everybody. Good work, team. So
Nice.
We apparently level 6. That's only skipping 2 levels. What's up with that? We got everything and we only skipped 2 levels. That's crazy. But yeah, great work, people. Doing really well. Nice. I just want to acknowledge that. So let's carry on. Let's see if we can beat our previous best of 16. Oh well. Yeah, if no one else is going to go for it, I'm going to type in calm and tame. Why did calm not work? Oh, there's a fake letter. So C. Okay, C might be the fake letter. So C is the fake letter. Do not use. It's either the C or the L. I don't know which one. The C or the. Okay, the C is a fake letter. Do not use the C. Ignore the C, team. Don't worry about it. It's okay, friends. We can do this. Yeah, it starts to become harder and harder. Oh, we had metal. Nice, Alex, with those long words. Malt, good word, good word. Nice. Okay. And oh, that's interesting. Normally the fake letter only shows it's fake on the penultimate turn, but okay, let's see. We've got, let's see that some 4-letter words. We're only missing a few 4-letter words. What have we got? Mall, meal. Hello, Matthew. It's lovely to have you. Yeah, so all the words come in alphabetical order. So it's something after teal and something between meta and tame. Meta. Oh, we've not got mute. I'm sorry. Yep. Boom. We've only got one word. It's between meta and mute. Between me. Oh, what's between meta and mute? Yeah, again. Oh, mule. Oh my God, Matthew, nice, super nice. Oh my gosh, nice work, Matthew Dunstan, getting in there, and Alex taking the rightful place at the top of the podium. And again, we're only skipping 2 letters. Does it consider this to be skipping 3 levels? Maybe when it says skip 3 levels, what it actually means is you skip 2. It's a weird one. But let's, okay. Okay, so we're still using 4-letter words. 4 or more letters are still a fake letter. Okay, read. So R, I think, is fake. R is fake, people. Don't ignore the R. Ignore the R. Wow. Okay. Oh, wait. Why did read not work? If mercy works... Oh, the D is fake. The D is fake. It's the D that is fake. I was completely wrong. Ignore the... Okay. In that case... Yeah. Everything is legitimate except for the D. Read, did we already have that? Oh, the D is fake. What am I saying? Of course, we can't have Creed. Cemetery, nice work, Alex. And we've got to score double the points that we're currently managing. Oh, we already had Mercy. Reem. See, even when I keep saying, I'm going to type it out. Ignore the D. And yep, I'm just going to keep that on the screen so everyone can see. Ignore the D and remind themselves. Ignore the D. That's what I'm going to do in future. I can't. That fake letter, it really gets into your head. I don't know about other people. Oh my gosh, we're going to fail, I think. Meter, nice. Oh, we've already had basic. 86 out of 97, so close. Okay, so on the rankings, that was level 12. So far our scores have been 12, 10, 16, and 12. So that's, not bad. We come in the middle. And so, no, thank you for everyone for that. That was good fun. And I feel like we should get back to DutchYoda and to talk about everything. And this is, wow. I really like that game of theirs. I just can't get over how much I'm enjoying that one. I also want to just come back to streaming straight after this and just play a few more rounds of this after I say goodbye to you. Or maybe we could just carry on after you head off, because I know you've got to head off in a few minutes because you've got a busy day ahead.
Yeah, I need to pick up my son and everything, so...
There we go. Yeah. Stretch, 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 stretch. Woo. Okay. So, Yoda, shall we? It is quite frustrating that you can only add 5 or so words each. I totally get that. And I kind of want to play more as well. Okay, how does this sound? I am going to finish the show, and then Yoda, this isn't anything against you, but then, we'll recap, we'll wrap up, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do as we normally finish all the show, and then I will play this with anyone who wants to stick around. How does that sound?
That sounds fun.
Excellent. And Alex, remember, the thing is that if you type a word that it doesn't work, we are playing as a team. I want to just encourage everyone to think of it as a cooperative thing.
Yeah.
I
think what will be nice is if you, instead of waiting for those locks to be unlocked, that if you type a word that works, that you then get a 5-second penalty before you can type your next word. Still gives you the time to think for the next word.
If we're playing as a group, though, Alex is clearly the best at this game. I just want to recognize that. And, thank you everyone who's been part of this. Thank you, Alex and DutchYoda over there and Bodhi, and thank you for joining us, the Chum-Chum-Os and Gunwolf and Matthew. But it's about everyone working together. That's how I see it. And if someone types in a word that they can't use, it's not about stealing. It's like they're offering that word. Just go for it. Just type that word.
I know, but if you're with just a couple of people and then you have 5 slots, 5 locks that you have to wait for, then you don't.
For sure, you need a minimum number of people to work together to have any chance at it at all.
Yep.
But it's okay. So we are going to recap. We are going to wind down, and then I am going to continue after the end of the show. That's what we're going to do. So, Yoda, is there anything else that you want to ask me or talk to me about before we wrap up?
Not really. I just have fun streams coming up this weekend. So
awesome. Well, feel free to share those links. And I should have done this wee copy pasting. So if you have enjoyed DutchYoda's presence, although I should say Netherlander Yoda, don't say DutchYoda. But check out all of those links. And what did we talk about? We talked about making this game. We talked about the new theme. We talked about people loving the combos and the storing. We talked about the new theme, which I absolutely adore, where it's all about food, drinks, music, games, and having a good time in the theme of this game. Can you show us the art again? Yeah, I just think it's really cute. And you're going round and you're multiplying invites by venues. And show us the other one, please, again. So you've got little people and the drinks and the food and all those things. And there we go. And we talked about Rummy and My City and what's it? It's Clever Cubed, basically.
Yeah, Clever Cubed. Clever Cubed, yeah. That's how it's called in English, I believe.
And we talked about this theme capturing the zeitgeist. We talked about possibly DutchYoda actually taking it to Kickstarter himself and doing all that work and the arts and everything. So you are going to become a publisher, artist,
scary,
and designer and developer.
Yeah, scary, but a good kind of scary.
You can do it. I believe in you. Let's have some love hearts for DutchYoda. So if in chat, put some encouragement. And we talked about that fear. We talked about the concept of perfection. We talked about the fact that perfection cannot happen because of 3 reasons. Firstly, granularity. Second, subjectivity. Third, everyone's got real time limits. And thank you for that love. And then we had a wee bio break, and then you came back and we started setting some deadlines. We're not going to go through all those deadlines, but you've got some things that you need to do. And if you want to come back on next Saturday, where I'm going to have a far more chaotic stream, but as part of that, you can feel free to jump on maybe as at the start if you feel ready with your first edition, get it in a digital format, and we can all play together. That would be super lovely. I'm inviting you on as your mentor. That's not an obligation. That's just if you want to. And it's been good. I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel up to doing everything.
I do. I want to continue this. I know I have some other stuff that I have to do first. That's just the daily stuff that, well, everybody has to do. Clean the house, play with my kid.
I mean, I've never played with my child. I mean,
No, but if you have the children, then you are obligated to play with them sometimes. And yeah, he has homework, and I have to help him with that. So the parent trap.
But that is a recap of everything that's happened, and then we played some words on stream, and we're going to play a wee bit more of that after this. So, if you have enjoyed this, I am stuffmybez.com, stuffmybez.com, twitter.com/stuffmybez, basically stuffmybez everywhere, instagram.com/stuffmybez, twitch.tv/stuffmybez. I stream every day at 10 a.m. UK time. I'm going to be doing that for the next 75 days and then taking a wee break and then coming back to it. YouTube/stuffmybez has all the old episodes, and stuffmybez.com/discord join my Discord for game design chat, for chatting about words on stream or pictures of cats. You can share all your pictures of cats and all your musical recommendations. Personally, I've been really enjoying Deck and Sue recently. And I want to say, before you have to go, Yoda, thank you very much for being a sort of guinea pig, because this is the first time that I've mentored someone in this style, doing it live in front of a live audience. And I hope that, how are you feeling about, I mean, we can do a recap at the end. I actually put into my calendar, I don't know if you look at that, but I think we've got like 6 meetings, and then the 7th one I said we'd just talk about how the mentoring went. So you'd kind of give me some recap if that's okay with you.
That's okay. I'm not sure how many we are on right now. Is this the 4th or the 5th already?
I've got so I put currently 10th and 24th is what I put, and then May the 8th I put recapping with DutchYoda. But it doesn't mean that after the 8th it's going to be like, well, you do your own thing, I'm never going to speak to you again. You can, of course, reach out.
Yeah, I know. That might be in the middle of my Kickstarter, but by then. Or maybe at the end.
If it's in the middle, then I think that would be a good time, and it'll be the point where you're energized. But if you want to jump, are you able to jump on for like 10 minutes on a Friday?
Maybe.
Because if you jump on a Friday, that depends on my schedule. Jump out and tell us how you're doing. But anyway, I want to say,
thank you. I have some free days coming up, so.
And I will again say thank you, everyone, in a wee minute. But before you have to go, Yoda, what is this? Over to you. What are you up to? You can share anything you want to. And at this point, during this section, if anyone wants to chime in with anything that they're looking forward to, or anything that they're excited for, or anything they're particularly enjoying right now, feel free to chuck it in the comments. But Yoda, what are you enjoying right now? What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to pick up my son. And then I'm going to spend the afternoon with him. And prepare for the evening stream when he's trying to beat me at Onitama. Which he will probably do, because at Onitama it's always that just one thing I don't see that he does. And
that's the one where you've got the cards, and the cards tell you how each piece can move, and the card that you use, the next person can use on their turn.
Yeah, on their next turn, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really nice, elegant game. I really like how there's That's a beautiful game. And that's going to be in about 7 hours?
6 hours from now.
6 hours from now on DutchYoda's stream. And let me... yeah, I will do a shout out to DutchYoda myself. If I can do it from over here. There we go. Check out DutchYoda and subscribe to them. But it has been lovely, and if there's nothing more that you're wanting to say, I will close that for the moment, and then...
Well, that's about it. So, yeah, and also my son will help me probably with the graphic design because he draws better than I do.
Hey, it can be a family business. If you get your son to draw some bottles or faces, why not? I mean, you can credit your child, and people might be charmed by that.
I will credit my child, but
yeah, I would
already
hope so.
did a lot of playtesting. So.
You know, you could. I wonder if you could talk your child into doing additional playtesting with you. And certainly, if you draw your child and say, hey, do you want to team up? Do you want to be partners? It might be a fun bonding activity. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do the instruction video together.
Sounds good.
If he wants to, because he doesn't want to appear on my English streams because he thinks his English is too poor. Which it's not, but he's just shy.
That's his fair. You could maybe make up some sort of script, and maybe if it's all scripted, it might be a little bit less intimidating. But yeah. Well, all the best with everything. All the best with getting that first version done, and I look forward to seeing it in your channel on my Discord.
Okay.
And for now, bye bye. Bye, 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 just to DutchYoda. Bye, 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 bye. We'll play this game once more over. That was terrible, I know.
I know. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to put my links at the bottom and get this up again. So if anyone is still in the chat and is up for another go at it, let's see how far we get together. You already know how to play, so okay. Oh man, there's so many letters. Fence, cone, nice words, nice work. You broke. Wait, why does? Oh, there's only one E. I messed up. Oh, okay, there is an S. Remember, we can pluralize everything. Nice work, Yoda. Scone. Nice. Oh, we already had focus. This is a really hard. This is a really hard one. I am. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that yeah, we are missing our #1 player, which is why we're going to struggle. So it's kind of like an added difficulty. How far we can we get without Alex? Nose, this is good stuff. Okay, nose. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, fonts. I'm really struggling. Foes. Oh, nice foes. Wait, funds. Like, no, that's not the word. Schooner in sko info un oh unsfo. Wow, we didn't even manage. See, this is what happens when Alex isn't here. We don't even that. Man, we have to Okay, that's going to bring the average down. But yep, that's what happens when Alex isn't here. Let's go again. We can do this. Come on. Okay. No, so luge is a word. Glue, nice. Gruel, nice word. I like that. Good word. Okay. And everyone can make things again. Everyone can do things again. Rule. Oh my God. Sometimes you see that thing and how did I not see that? Jeg, reg, leg, reglu, regu, regada jugger. Oh, I juggle. Oh my gosh, that's such a good word. Nice stuff, Bodie. Nice stuff. Okay. Juggler, of course, juggler. Nice. You got that in. Okay, that's given us. We have managed to get to level 2. At least we've completed the level. Glug. Okay, we've got Leru. Oh, jug isn't a word. Grew. Ooh. Oh no, that's apparently just a common video gaming thing. Like who got eaten by a grue. Yeah, I mean, if you're not sure what to do, just type in some things randomly. But we managed to get to level 2, okay? At least, even without Alex, we have managed to get to level 2. I feel like this is an achievement. Gurgle. Wow. See, Alex just gets off the call and is like, yeah, I'm going to swan in here and it's annoying how the letters keep switching, says the chum-chumos. Sorry. So can I just call you chum-chum? Is that okay? But I think they do that so that you might end up seeing other things. So yeah, we already had sled, bled, and yeah, sell. Yeah, I think they do that in an attempt to try and make it easier, but there's 2 S's. So remember, seeds. Yep, good one. You can't. Oh, that means sleds. You can pluralize anything. So now it's all about the 4-letter words. See, Alex comes in and boom, what we've already gotten more than half of it. We're just kicking this. This is what I'm talking about. Like Alex is just, yeah, single-handedly. Alex is the team basically. Anyway, I don't want to undermine the work that anyone else is doing. So we've got some 4-letter words, something between said and be. Remember, it's all in alphabetical order, so that can give you some information. What's between seed and sled? What's between bled and eels, for example? Beds, we've got beds. It's, yeah, debble, this. But nice. Else. Oh yeah, else. Just missed it. But I respect that. I respect you, Bodie. Boom. Nice work, Bodie. Okay. So up next, we skipped a level. We're on level 4. Okay. Whoa. Oh, thank you. That's respect back and forth. That's what it's all about. Oh, yeah, nice. I did actually see that word. I saw luggage. But I still respect you all. And remember, Chum Chum, you can try again. You can get... there are some 5-letter words. There's one 6-letter word. Glue has already been done. League. Does that... L-E-A... No, league has 2 U's. No, wait. L-E-A-G-U-E. Why does that not work? L-E-A-G... Oh, because there's only one E there. There's only one E. Remember, there's a lot of G's. No. Gaggle. That's a solid word. Respect, yeah. Engage. We're doing well on this. Gulag. That's the kind of word that I just would not think of. Gulag. No, it's got to be four letters minimum. Remember, 4 letters minimum. And gauge. So it comes before gauge. 4-letter. It's a 4-letter word. It comes before gauge. So it's I think that means it's got to start with an E or an A. So a word that starts with an E or an A, maybe think of that. We've already got Gale, and we've got it. I think it's got to start with Egal. No, that's what. See, this is what I would really like. Egu. What does that even mean? What is that word? What is that word? I'm looking that up on Collins English Dictionary. Let's have a moment together. Let's Collins Egu, and am I okay? Yep, I'm going to say that Collins English Dictionary is a nice dictionary, and apparently it's a fever with successive stages of fever and chills, especially when caused by malaria or a fit of shivering. And so, wait, let me listen to how it's pronounced. Agu. There you go. Agu. Nice word. Yeah, I'm with you. This is like not a word that I had ever heard of before. This is, wow. Yeah, mad respect. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get. Can we break double digits? There's a fake letter. Okay, so you might want to pour P. Okay, rovers. So S is fake. I'm just going to type that there, put that up on screen so we can remember that. Prove. Yeah. Okay, rover. Yeah, rover. Nice. Okay. Reprove. Even though Alex is on a call, Alex still sees that. Okay. Reprove. I guess you prove it again. That's so ridiculous. Okay. Pover? No, I don't think that's a word. I don't think. But rope and yeah. No, S is fake. Remember, we can't have that. But any 4-letter words. So you've got 4-letter words. Something that we've got peer, nice one. Something between rove and veer. So LMNOP, curious. T. So another, there's at least one starting with P or R. Yeah, if you want a hint. Pro ever. Nice. I just wish, I really wish that at the end he showed us the words and we would be like, yeah, prop. Yeah, see, this is also a thing I disagree with. It says skip 3 levels. We are not skipping 3 levels. We were at level 7 and we're now at level 10. That is not skipping 3 levels. I cannot explain how much that irritates me. I mean, yeah, props to the game. You know, they've definitely done a better job than I have the capability to do. But this is... I just want to ask you, before we move on, everyone tell me, do you think we're skipping 2 levels or 3 levels? We were on level 7. We're going to level 10. We've... Yeah, thank you. Like, if anyone else, any ideas? And I'm just going to click continue. But, yeah, what do you think? Yeah, see, no one thinks we're skipping 3 levels. Those... Okay, there's a fake letter again. Remember, there's a fake letter. Let me try in some 4-letter words. Hind. HND are allowed. I am going to guess maybe the Q is fake. Pond. Nice, nice. Dolphin. Okay. Oh. That 1, 2... Q is fake. That's an easy one to... at least that's not something we're going to get distracted by. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, oh, I've got another word. Yeah, we already had Dolphin Bodie, but good attempt, but Alex already got in there a wee bit earlier. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got all the 4-letter words. L, H, I, in all, LMNO, P. So it comes between hold and plod. All of our letters come between. That doesn't help us very much, but we've got pond. Lido, good word. We've got anything starting with an I. Nid. Idle, that's a good word. Idle, that's such a good word. And even though you were just a wee bit late, Chum, you know, still respect. Lion, yeah, nice. Okay, so there's something starting with an L-I, possibly LMNO. What comes between Lido and Lion? Lind? It could be Lind, I don't know. Lino, of course it was Lino. Man, yeah, just a wee bit too late. But nice work, guys. Nice work, everyone. Nice work. Yeah. But, yeah, good work, everyone. Thank you for... Okay, so we're up to level 13. This is good. And there's a hidden letter. Okay. Let's see. Spud. Okay. So S, P, U, or D are one of the fake letters. We've got to try and work out what's the fake letter as a dupe. I think it might be D. I think D or P. D or P or E. Yeah. D or P or E is a fake letter. Man, this is so difficult. Sud D. Okay. P is fake. P is fake. Nice work, Bodie. You really helped us. Okay. Ignore the P. Ignore the P. I'm going to take that. Sud. We've already got that one. I'm going to just guess what's going on with the fake, with the hidden letter. Their date. Let's see if you peeps keep going on it. And oh, it's a Medusa. Nice work, Alex. Can we actually manage to get this? Oh, I'm not 33 out of 89. That was level 13. That was level 13. That was the best for today. That was pretty good. Level 13. Yeah, once you've got that fake letter and the hidden letter, wow. For sure. Lots of love. And enjoy your day with your son and everything. I agree. Shall we have one last game? I think this is going to be the last game. But lots of love to Yoda. It's been lovely having you today. Yeah, let's have one last game. One last game. Just one last game. Okay. Plus, fins. Nice words. I would not have thought of fins. Yeah, remember, you can pluralize everything. Is fun's a word? That's sinus. Sinus. Why is sunfish not working? Apparently sunfish isn't recognized. I disagree. Oh, suns is a word though. We've cleared level 1. That's a good start. Shun and shuns, yep. Great minds thinking alike. Nice work, Chum Chum and Alex. Nice work. Nice work. Oh, hins, fins, sniff. No, unis, shin. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is an anagram, so there is one more 5-letter. Wait, how did sunfish not work? Oh, it was just because you had them too close to one another. That's why sunfish didn't work. Okay, good on you for trying it again. Yeah, I should have remembered that you were locked. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got a 4-letter word. Hush. No, there's only one H. Something between F and S inclusive. It could be hiss. Hiss. Yes. Now, are we actually skipping 3 levels? No, we are not. Moving on 3 levels. That's if they want the Ger. Fair. Giraffe. That is nice. Yeah. I understand the developers not wanting to... and by the way, feel free to copy my words. Feel free to type in gear. Gaffer. That's a good one. Okay, now it's... someone go for gear. Do gear. It's all cooperative. Okay. Griff. Nice. Okay. You thought you were going, but we pull you back in, Yoda. Is that how it's going? Grief. Good word. Grief. Oh, rife. There's a couple of 5-letter words. There's a few 4-letter words. Oh, we've not got... Yeah, fair spelt the old-fashioned way should work. Let me double check that once I'm unlocked. No, apparently fair spelt that way isn't registered. That is really weird. And hello, Richard. It is lovely to see you, but you need to come over to Twitch to make it work. Let me see if I can. So you need to So you need to be on twitch.tv/stuffbybez. Sorry about that. So if you're on YouTube, you can watch, but you can't type in. I'm really sorry about this. I've not got it properly synced up. Hello again, Richard Bramblett. So hopefully you can help us. We've got our best score so far has been level 13. And I know there's a leaderboard. You know, Alex is just going to win every time, but it's purely down to how far can we get. And so, yeah, let's carry on. Let me click that button. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, Bram. Oof. Briar? Yep, so that's all good. Bearer, barrier. Good word. Boom. Early on in the thing. Nice work, everyone. You're doing amazing. It's great stuff. And yeah, remember, you if someone types in something and it doesn't register, then feel free to take that word. It's helping us all. We're working together. But so Alex and Bram currently can't do anything. So rear, type in rear again, Bram, and then you will get it. So yeah, because now Chum Chum and Alex, because Chum Chum and Alex have the little lock on screen, that means that Chum Chum and Alex can't type in anything. Same with, and now everyone's unlocked, so everyone can type in things. Does that make sense? Brie. I didn't realize that Brie was actually a word you could use. Okay, so there's a few more, and they're all in alphabetical order, which definitely is a little bit of a clue. What is between bear and Brie? Bry. Oh, Bray. Barb. Yeah. I just got to, sorry, Alex, but come on, Alex, you can do it. Can we do every single thing? Can we do every single thing? We've only got three words to go. Admittedly, 2 of them are 5 letters. I don't think we're going to do it, but can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Oh my gosh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A 5-letter word starting with an A. Rebar? Rebar, what does that even mean? I think it's time to hit up Collins English Dictionary. Let's learn some words together. Civil engineering, US and Canadian. It's apparently a rod that provides reinforcements in concrete structures. Maybe I should actually put that in its own window, because otherwise we're getting all the adverts. Let's see how. Okay. So let me change my screen slightly. Sorry, just going to be a second. And yeah, so and then a rod providing into the middle of concrete. Cool. Nice work. Nice work, Alex. Nice work. Okay. Can you even see it? There's a fake letter. Okay, sorry. Rounds. Remember, one of these are. B is fake. B is. Thank you for. Yeah, B is fake. Everybody, B is fake. Yeah, I was literally just about to type that in. Okay. Remember, sound. Okay. Nord. Okay, I'll stretch in a minute. Wished. How can we not? That. No, there's no B. It's undo. Rods, nice nods. Oh, nods. Finally, I've managed to get one. I managed to do some sort of contribution. Okay. Nods. Okay. We've got door. Tower. There we go, tower. Yeah. Okay. How about dawns? Dawns. Good word. Dawns. Nice. Okay. There's some 4-letter words. We're missing a 4-letter word that starts with a U. We're missing earns. Earns. Good word. Okay. Well, we managed to get 65 out of 50. Like, as in 60. The target was 50, and we are skipping 1 level. Ignore what it says. We've already established no one agrees with this. We're skipping 1 level. We're moving to level, what is it now? 15? 10. Okay. Sorry. Okay, D. Okay, D or M is fake. Hogs. Okay, M is fake. This time, M is fake. Okay. That means that we've got... Yeah. Nice work, Panic. If you don't mind me calling you Panic Games, if you don't mind me calling you Panic, but yeah. Figs, wow, look at all of this, like just everyone coming together. And now we've done so much that I don't know, when do they show it? I don't fully, I think it's either when you've done a certain proportion or when the final unlock happens, whichever is later. Gifts. Yeah, that should be a word. I would agree with that. We've got something starting with F, G, or H. We've got 2 more starting with F, G, or H. Ignore anything else. Okay, nice. Fogs. Okay, the final word starts with G or H. We're not sure, but it's definitely G or H. Hods. Hods. Yeah, like a hod carrier. Like a, yeah. Let me remind myself what a hod is. Like, it's a container used for carrying bricks. Yep. There we go. Something for carrying bricks. A hod. Nice. That's really good. Again, construction. Do you have some sort of background in construction? How do you know these words? Is it just because you really love words? Because you're playing so many words games? Yeah, Alex is always up there. 221. You live in a house. What? And hello, Bram. It is lovely to have you. Hello, Panic. That's it. It is lovely to have you as well. And this is like and earlier today we were talking to DutchYoda, but now this is like the kind of after show where Bez just really wants to play words on stream sometimes. This might be just a thing that I do every day from now on. Just every time the guest goes away, the end of the main topic, and now we're going to play words on stream. Okay, so yeah. Yep. Oh no, we've already got the hidden letters. Okay. Okay, first try and work out what the fake letter is. Okay, Sculpt. So C is fake, I think. I think C is fake. Slap. No. It's S is fake. Sorry. S is fake. Shoot. S is fake. Thank you for correcting me, Chum Chum. I really appreciate that. S is fake. Ignore the S, everything else. Okay. So now place. PLA. So the hidden is E. S is fake. We have an E. Yep, I'm just typing that in. There we go. Lace. Yeah. Now it becomes easier. You see, this is what it's all about. Team, friends working together. And Pika. Yeah, that. Oh yeah, you did get that. Lice. Or that. So. Oh, pile. No, someone do pile. Who can? Yeah, remember if I can't, if I've already. Okay. Thank you, Bram. So if you've got any pale, there's another thing beginning with a P, but we have done pretty well. Peel. Oh, peel. Nice, just at the end. Nice work, Bram. And I don't know if that was because Bram typed it in or because you thought of it yourself, but either way, that was good stuff, team. Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff, everyone. Epic. Oh yeah, epic could have been a word. Yeah. Okay. Now, should I Dote? Let's see if this is okay. So Dote. Someone try Dove. Try Dove. Vote. Okay. Devoted. Okay. So devo. We've got an extra E. An extra D is what we've got. Okay, so knowing we've got two Ds, why did dude not come up? Why? Oh, U is fake. Oh yes. Okay, let me get rid of that. You can see what's going on here. Okay, so yeah, we've managed to find enough of the words for it to show what's going on with the letters. Oh yeah, and I was going to stretch, wasn't I? I trust you, peeps. You've done really well. I'm just going to stand up and do a quick bit of stretching. I'm going to go quick bits of stretching. Oh, I'm definitely feeling it on the right side. I need to do more side-to-side stretching for sure. Oh my gosh, you did amazingly. Nice work. And ignore the fact that it says skipped 3 levels before it. Now we've got a few more people, and I just want to ask, do you think that if we were on level 15, let's say we are level 15, and it says skip 3 levels, what do you think should be the next level? If we are on level 15 and it says you skip 3 levels, what should be the next level? Are you laughing because I just constantly angry about this because I can't let it go? It's like, but yeah. It should be 18. Interesting. Yeah. I have mentioned it. Okay, so interesting. Bram agrees with the game. So okay. At least someone agrees with it. Anyway, let's do. I think this is our best. This is our best one yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tone. Cone. Is E fake? Try using something without the E. Try to ignore the E. I'm not sure. Can you? Oh, how about cots? No. I don't understand. What says fake. Okay, what's... I'm going to look... C. No, S. S. I. E. E. Is it E? Is... Everything has an E so far. No, tint. Why is tint... Oh my gosh. Tint and corn. Tint and corn. So N is fake. N is fake. N is fake. Score. There's no R. Oh, no 4-letter words. Oh my gosh, no 4-letter words. No 4-letter words. I did not realize that. Oh my gosh, no 4-letter words. That's why we've been messing up so badly. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. There's no 4-letter words. I did not notice that. They should have announced that. Damn you, words on stream. Oh man. Oh. Okay, so apparently it was the S that was fake, and also that we had no 4-letter words. Man, okay, yeah. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Nice work though, Alex, getting that confetti in at the end. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. We did really well. This is a new record. Level 18. Level 18. Can you believe it? What's that? It's because we weren't prepared. We weren't prepared. We weren't looking out for, okay, we need to find 5-letter words. It's because we weren't prepared. But still, we managed to get to level 18. I think we've done really well. I think we should be happy with ourselves for getting to level 18. Let's see, can we push past level 18? Can we push past level 18? That's the question. Okay, so this is back to the start. This is easy. Just think of some words. Blinds, yeah. Blinds, binds, yeah, there we go. We're going to get this. And bye, 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 bye. It's been lovely to chat to you today. Bye, 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 bye. I wish you lots of love on your way. Bye, bye, Yoda. But yep. It's so we've got something starting with a B or a D. Okay, binds, build, bins. Nice work. Okay, so we've got some 4-letter words between dins and slid. That doesn't help much, except no, lens, nibs. Why is nibs not a word? Let me check that. Yep, it was just because Alex had already done the thing. So there's one word between dins and lids. Libs. What? Libs? What does libs mean? Libs. Let's find this out together. Libs. So in Collins English Dictionary, libs redirects to ad libs. Or maybe it's liberals. But if I type in libs into Collins English Dictionary, it redirects to ad libs. So there you go. Maybe that's what they're talking about. I'm actually going to open up. I'm not going to show it because I do want to respect Merriam-Webster, where I'm also going to type in libs just to see what they've got. Yep, Merriam-Webster defines it as short for liberal, like a politically liberal person. So there you go. You were right. It is liberals. There you go. So well done. You got the last one. Nice. Level 4. Boom. Let us get on with it. So, that was. There's not even an E. Yep, I was thinking the same Panic Games. I was thinking of a fart. Oh, frat. Good word. Yeah, see, we've got the American people in here. So, yeah. Nice, chum. Are you American? Like, Fiat? Is Fiat a word? I'm just going to... Apparently it is. Fiat. Something that creates something without, or is it? A Fiat. There you go. Wow. It's not the car brand. It is an actual word. I'm just looking up... while you peeps carry on with this, I'm going to just... According to... Collins... Okay. Oh my gosh. So we can... For C is spelt with an S, not a C. For C is spelt with an S. Okay, so we've got 1 5-letter word and 4 4-letter... Oh, fact. Nice. I think it's act. What's the one that would be before a card? We've got a... I think that's... Oh, care... Fear... Raff, yeah. Like riff-raff. I wonder what that first 4-letter word was. Yeah, this is the one thing about the game. I wish that it showed you the 4-letter words that you didn't have. That would be the one thing that... And also the how many levels you skipped. Those are my only 2. So apparently... Fiat. So according to Collins, it's Fiat. According to Merriam-Webster, it's Fiat, but with an American accent. Merriam-Webster says fiat is a command or act of will that creates something without or as if without further effort. And the quote is, according to the Bible, the world was created by fiat. So that is something from Merriam-Webster, which I think is a dictionary that I personally really respect, so you can check that out. And Collins says it is done because of an official order given by someone in authority. If something is done by fiat, he has tried to impose solutions to the country's problems by fiat. I've never heard of this. And yep, I see the word fiat a lot lately in the context of cryptocurrency. Yeah, cryptocurrency is another thing that I just do not understand. You know what? This is just a reminder that it's worth just typing in random things. And a lot of these brand names are based on real things. Anyway, I'm clicking continue now. So 3, 2, 1. Is everyone ready? Let's see. Egg array. Yep. Oh, there's a fake letter. And okay. Good. Let's try. Oh, I think L is fake. We have discovered that. That is good. Okay, so keep putting in. Yep. Gates, if someone else wants to take that, Gates. Rate, good word. Rate, nice. No, L is fake. Remember Panic Games, L is fake. Gator, why is that not working? Gator. Rate. No, you've already done rates. It's all good. Tagger. Yep, that's tier. Ooh, tear. That's tear. That's just because I've worked in the shop industry where let me try and stand up straight and take care of my back and wiggle myself. I might actually, if I'm playing any more after this, put it up on a bunch of books and stand up. What's this? Okay, we've got another 6-letter word. Apparently there's another 6-letter. Let me take that, retag. Let's see if that's genuine. Retag, no, that's not a word. Relag. Lagger? No. No one's got an idea, but we managed to get to it. So we're up to level 9. Not level 10, level 9. We've done well. Okay, let's see how we can do. Remember, there is a fake letter here. There's a fake letter here. M-A-U-L. Okay, nice. So, almond. So, U is fake. U is fake, people. Do not use the U. Nice. No, low Milan. Nice work, everyone. You're doing well. Can we keep it up? Yeah, like we're going to pass the nodal. Oh yeah, because you've got little nodes when you're going from like dot to dot. That's nodal. And now we've done well. We've only reached the halfway mark, and we've uncovered enough space to. Oh, maybe it's when the level's completed. It shows the. Yeah, I think that might be it. When the level's completed, it shows the colors, so other people can get a chance. Because some streamers might not be doing it as cooperatively as me. So yeah, like keep up the good work, everyone. Can we find the 3 final letters? Dan, do, Danol, Model, Dom, Dan, Modo, Na. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm just trying random things. I don't know what's. Yeah, just typing in random things, and yeah, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the efforts of you going for it. We did still skip one, or by the terms of the game, skipping 2. We're progressing 2. Let's not give in to this wrong use of words. I mean, for a word game, sorry, you should be using words. I just can't let this go, can I? For a word game, you should be using words for their proper definition. Anyway, let's carry on. Get over it. Okay, there's a fake letter. Bore. Let's go with that. Okay, bore works. Rover would work. Someone type rover or Thor. T is H is fake. Thank you. H is fake. Nice work. Wait, no, it's not fake. H is not fake. V is fake. V is fake. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if this is a word, but it feels like it could be. Brotchen, like that's a. No, not rover. Oh, frob should work. But Alex has a. Okay, so yeah. Full. Tor. No, we've got that. Retro. Good word. Get good word. Prove. Truth. Hove. Have we had Hove? No, we've not had Hove. Oh no, of course. V is fake. How? Anyway, yeah. Thank you, hero. Hero. Let me take that one. Wrote. Did wrote go in? Why is wrote not there? Why is So we've done well enough to beat the level. So we've beaten level 11. We've beaten level 11, and we're progressing 2 levels. So I know you say gets over it, but it's there. It's every single time it's there. Anyway. Birth. That would have been such a good word. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's the hidden letter. Okay. This is where it gets really hard. Okay, let's start trying to find out the fuse. Those are genuine letters. F. So let me try and work this. Damn you. Side. Free. It's R. R is fake. Thank you. Let's say R is fake. Yes, it is definitely fake. And R, ignore R. We have an extra F. Okay. There you go. Sorry about that. I should have just put ignore R extra F. Fifes. Oh. Duff. I think. Yeah, great minds think alike, chum chum. Riff. Why is Riff not there? R. Ignore R. Oh, ignore R. Ignore R. Ignore R. But we have an extra F. Ignore. No. Okay, so it's dear. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Diff like the difference. Diff like the difference. No, apparently diff. Oh no, we were only 4 points away. 4 points away. Oh, sorry about that. I should have yeah, maybe. So what was that? We got to level 13. That was pretty good. I mean, shall we have one last? Okay, if Alex is going, let's see if we can progress past level 2 without Alex. Well, you know what? If multiple people are going, maybe we should just call it. I have been going for like 3 hours, but you know what? At this point, I am just going to. We've already done the recap wrap up. I want to say once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you to DutchYoda, who was here for a couple of hours. Thank you to the creators of that game. Thank you to the creators of Dictionary, of course. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to Alex and Bram and Panic Games and Chum Chum and Bodhi and Dutch and everyone who was here. And thank you. It's been like a lovely day. It's been a lovely start to the thing. And yeah, I think that I probably won't do it on a Sunday after the reviews, because for the reviews, I'm probably going to start just copying the things and putting them up onto the, what do we call it? Board Game Geek, that's the one. And yeah, lots of love. You're very welcome. And yeah, I really enjoy it myself. So for anyone who's here for the first time, I am Bez, and let's move on again to the overview. What are you up to? You can share anything you want to. So I stream every day at 10 a.m. UK time, which is currently 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I want to say. But our clocks change. So tomorrow, if you're in the USA, if your clocks don't change, then it will be an hour earlier for you. Yeah. So it'll be 4 hours before now, if that makes sense, that I'll be streaming. Or it's always 10 a.m. UK time. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want to check out my next streams, then look at stuffbybez.com/streams. That tells you what I'm up to. And tomorrow I am talking about a words game called Quintuple, which I will not be playing words on stream, but if you want to watch me play this game solo, you can play along and backseats. I don't care. And it's all good, just working together. Monday morning, I'm meeting Kirsten Lunde from New Zealand, who's a designer and publisher, which is exciting. Tuesday, we've got Bodhi. Here's my wee book by Bodhi. And then in the evening, we're playing We Whimsical Creatures, that's at 8 p.m. UK time. And then making games with Rita Modal, and then it's just me on April the 1st. Friendly Friday forum, that's every Friday. It's super chaotic. Every Friday people can jump in, you can do the ! do task. I sometimes give channel points away. I know I'm not affiliate, but there's still channel points and everything. And on next Saturday, there's more chaotic shenanigans. And that's what's going to happen for the next week of my streaming. And yay for Bodhi, all the green goblin people. And yes, as Stream Elements reminds you, have you drawn a cat today? You know what, Stream Elements? Maybe I will draw a cat. Maybe just a very quick cat. Because sometimes what you want, you don't have to draw a cat that's pretty. Just draw a cat for the sake of drawing a cat. And then if you draw a cat, share it in the Discord. You can also go to the Discord to talk about board games or food or music or whatever. As long as you're kind and you're respectful, it's all good. Now, again, if anyone has anything that you would like to mention, anything you're looking forward to doing, whether that's going to bed or having a nice lunch, let me know. I have had a tiny bit to eat this morning. I'm probably going to go out for a bit more of a walk. I'm going to be recording a podcast with someone. There's a person from some country, Finland. Jan. Yeah, I'm fairly sure Jan is Finnish. Sorry, I feel slightly embarrassed, but yeah, that's Mita Palatan, and Mita Palatan is a podcast about board games, and I will be on that podcast. Some of them are in another language. I think it's Finnish. Some of them are in English, and I am apparently a paragon of change, which is really lovely to be invited on. And we'll be talking about that, and we'll be talking about, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Other stuff that I'm going to be doing today. Yeah, again, like, it's all about you. Please tell me what you're up to today. I am rambling because I'm up for letting you know, but also I am interested in what are you up to, whether it's boring or exciting or frivolous or serious. Let me know. So what am I up to? I am going to be, I think that I will, there's a video that I've got. I think it might be available now with the Tabletop Gaming Magazine showcase. They had a thing this weekend. I think it might already be up, but if you check that out, there's a 1-hour video where I show off some art for L3. I am going to quickly show off just one picture. And if I find one picture that you... So yeah, basically the next edition of the L deck. For those who don't know, the first edition of the L deck, it was something that looked a bit like this. The second edition will look a bit more like this, graffiti inspired. And then the third graphical iteration will be all nature themed, and it's all about couple. It's all about two trees whispering in the wind and sharing words and helping each other grow long words. And that is going to be my big Kickstarter. Fingers crossed, my biggest game yet. I've showed it to a couple of people who've said, yeah, this is going to be your biggest game yet, and we want to help you reach international audience. And I am really excited to be working with more people, to be working with another artist and publishing that myself. But it's a design that I did, so it's still stuff by me somewhat. But yeah, please check that out. Yeah, on twitter.com/toughabez is probably the best place. There, Twitter. Yeah. So I already told you about that calendar. Share, spread the word if you think this is fun, if you think more people would enjoy watching these streams. Let people know if you think more people would like to hear about words, games, or any of the things happening. Let people know. And I am going to very quickly see who else is streaming. and so we can raid somebody. Because that's the way we go. We share the love. And who else is streaming? So, we've got musicians, someone playing the Sims, Hollow Knight, making stuff, music, chatting. Okay, so I don't see any board game people. I don't see. What is this? Moi. Is that moi? Another 3-hour stream. At this point it's like just not anything special anymore. But like I just have so much fun with everyone, and I really enjoy having everyone together. And so much love to you. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the lovely people in this audience. Okay, I am going to quickly check out what's going on with this one person before I share their name. Oh, there's an advert there. Okay, it's going to be a musician, probably. We've got someone who's just made affiliate, who's from Northern Ireland, or someone who I'm still not able to see. We are rating. Does anyone else? Okay. I'll let you pick. Do we want to go for someone who's Russian or someone who's celebrating their affiliate status? Who should we go for? Let me know what you think. And when we go, feel free to kind of paste some or all of that message. I don't know these people, so I can't say for sure whether they've got affiliate. Okay, let's do that. Hannah Jane Butterfield. That is who we are going to raid. And that is who are going to raid. So, thank you very much. Lots of love. And the only thing left for me to do now is to say bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye-bye, everyone. And enjoy the music. Be kind, be lovely, be wonderful, as you all are, and lots of love. Bye-bye, 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 bye.